interesting development where a team is their name. I got to turn you down. A team is changing their name. The Washington Redskins will no longer be known as the Washington Redskins, and of course, are being called the Washington Football Team for this season. Which is they had a lot of options in front of them,
Right.
and they picked the worst one twice.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
terrible. Hold on. I got an image for you. So like this is this is currently what they're working with.
uh,
Like
had to be made by a 3-year-old. Yeah, I mean,
something,
come
man.
on.
I mean,
I could have
it's
made that in Photoshop in 5 minutes.
it's
And
there.
in 1932, they were actually called the Braves. And then at the time, the Braves baseball team was in Boston.
Right.
And they did, and so was they were known as the Boston Braves football team. The football team, baseball team were both in Boston, both called the Braves. And the owner didn't want confusion, so he changed it to the Redskins. Uh, it,
It's a good idea.
Given that it was 1932, like you got to give them a little bit of a cultural pass. Like you can't judge people from the 30s on the standards of today because we
Right.
just weren't quite there yet. But holy shit.
Yeah, it's the Redskins, man. I don't I don't like so I have this thing with the Redskins or the Washington football team now, and so a lot of people didn't know about the offensiveness of the name, obviously, even until recently, and they're still complaining about changing the name. But like, it's funny because I'm a Panthers fan, big Panthers fan, and before the Panthers were a team, everyone in North and South Carolina was a Washington fan because it was like the proximity team, right? So much so that like a couple seasons ago they were doing like the preseason hype up stuff or whatever, and or the pregame hype up stuff, and Washington posted this thing with like a picture of the country, and it had like the states with their colors in it, and North and South Carolina were part of it, and they're like, we're taking back our like team or area or some shit, and I was like, oh cool, and then we won by like 36 points, so it was great.
We're taking back our land from the Native American team.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna
Okay, cool.
we're just
So it's funny is this fight has been happening since the 60s. Like
oh yeah,
people like indigenous folks have been complaining about the name for
oh yeah,
half a century, right?
well yeah, it's of
Uh
course.
and but you didn't really start seeing it in the news until about the 90s, and I remember it popping up once or twice when I was in, high school through college. People would come after Dan Snyder to change the
Right.
name. And this year, there's finally enough societal pressure and what really matters, like financial pressure. FedEx was pressuring them, and it's FedEx's team.
Yeah.
So it's been really interesting to see. Now after the name change was announced, that or after the what should I say, the intention to change the name was announced, fans came down to the field, and all the reports that I'm seeing are that people have kind of mixed emotions about the name being dropped, but that they really don't care. Like they're still
Right.
gonna support the team. And that made me think a lot, because like online and social media, you see a lot of this, like, oh, they're ruining football now, by changing a mascot's name. But it made me really start thinking about what it takes for me to support a team, right?
Right.
And so I wanted to ask you, like, what makes you a Carolina fan? What makes you an Auburn fan?
Sure.
What makes you a Phoenix Suns fan?
So yeah, right. That's masochism. No. So proximity comes into play. That's for sure. So like I have two. I have like split teams, right? So my hockey and football, my hockey and my college basketball and then pro basketball are all Arizona teams because those are the sports that I grew up watching here. I watched Shane Doan play for the Coyotes. I watched like Steve Nash when I was a kid, which was amazing. Steve Nash was so much fun to watch play, stuff like that. But like as far as football is concerned, so I lived in Auburn, and I didn't even my first ever football game even watching was the Citadel and Auburn playing together, and I got to go to a live game with a youth pastor. And of all the ways to start watching football, that's what it was. But I mean, it makes sense in the South, right? So we watched that. I got super into football from there because all my friends and stuff were into the games. But I remember how cool it was culturally to go to those games live, because it's like this, it's this religion essentially in the South, and it's amazing. But when I never watched pro ball until Cam graduated, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the team that Cam goes to. Right, Cam Newton's my favorite player. And I don't watch NFL, so now's a good time. And he went to the Panthers, and then I started watching the Panthers, and they're very small market, so which I like. And they don't let their running backs beat their wives and still play for the team, so that's pretty cool.
Ravens.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. Or the Giants kicker. But yeah, so and then like it was actually really cool from like a morality standpoint, because Greg Hardy was on the team. And when all that stuff came out about Greg Hardy, he was gone the next day. Like he was out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
ghosted. Yeah,
Patriots the same way.
Absolutely, they don't mess around.
Comes out, they're done.
Yeah, they're done. Brown, all of the Antonio Brown was gone. Like if you're willing to cut Antonio Brown, like you're willing to cut anybody.
Hernandez.
Yeah, well, he went to prison, so
they cut him. The day that they got wind of
absolutely.
Happened, they
were ready.
Yeah,
but as far as teams are concerned, the teams I like, I really like small market teams. I'm a big fan of really most small market teams. I like watching because the fan base is usually they're not as arrogant, right? Because it's a small market team, they haven't really accomplished a whole lot. But at the same time, it's like the players have more personality as opposed to the team being their personality. You see individual players a lot more.
Yeah, small market teams are that is a big benefit. I'm a fan of Auburn, of the Columbus Blue Jackets hockey team, which is probably the smallest market hockey team out there. And you do see a lot of that. So I think it's interesting, the people who are mad, I don't really think they're Redskins fans, right?
No.
Like I think they're people who are invested in being mad that culture is changing, right?
Yeah, they're the same people who are pissed about masks.
Yeah, the idea that you would quit supporting a team or start supporting a team over a mascot is a 7-year-old's concept of what football team to follow. Like whenever you're 7 and there's a football team called, the Senators, and then a football team called the Grizzly Bears, you're going to support the Grizzly Bears because
it's cool.
They will eat the Senators, right? That's the kind of shit that you think of when you're a child.
No, absolutely.
So the idea that this would make people quit supporting Washington is asinine to me. There have been some other names suggested. I know that there's a couple polls running. Some of the early winners. Well, real quick, they went to Washington football team, which means they didn't even get rid of all the racist shit in the name, right? Like you still have Washington right there.
It's right there.
So they should have just gone, if they were going to go this path, they should have just gone with football team.
Yeah, there you go.
Been easy.
It's just it. They could have called them.
We are the football team. It implies dominance.
Jesus.
It implies that you're the alpha.
The football team. Capital, like all caps on the "the." No, they could have just called it Andrew Jackson Football Club and probably done the same thing and been fine.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. So my favorite thing about this whole thing is, like, I've seen people talk about it. My favorite response was some sports reviewer on Twitter. I cannot remember his name, but he was like, so in other news, the Washington Redskins are changing their name to the Washington Football Team, and nobody cares because it's not like we're going to see them in the preseason or the postseason anyway. And I'm like, dude, that's just, it's so nasty.
There's other ways to see people play football.
No, absolutely.
You know what? They could change their name to the Lady Antebellum football team.
That's available. Well, so ironically, Lady Antebellum. Ironically, Lady Antebellum changed their name to the Washington Redskins because it was available. So there's so much going on right now, man. Like as far as shifts in culture, which is cool. I can't believe Cam Newton's not at Carolina anymore, first of all, which is nuts. But it's ironically, Ron Rivera coaches Washington now because he got released from Carolina after last season. So
yeah,
it's really strange.
That'll be an interesting thing to see how Riverboat deals with Snyder. Snyder is definitely a little more involved than what I think Ron likes an owner to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so what's crazy too is like when Ron was, I don't know how he got Riverboat because he's not that like he's pretty conservative, and like from an outside standpoint, like some of the plays he does, he's like 4th and 2 and Cam goes up the middle and everybody's like, oh my god, but I'm like, dude, he's bigger than some of the linemen. Like,
It's just football from the 60s.
yeah,
I mean,
dude, it's just that's what you do. You're like, all right, punch it in, we're gonna get this first down. But he's actually like so hyper conservative, it was like run pass punt for like 2 seasons and everybody hated it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that as far as name changers are concerned, I think that there's a lot as far as flexibility. I do remember when Ole Miss actually changed from the Civil War, like
the Rebs.
rebel, yeah, to something else. But
yeah. God, it was cool too, and I can't even remember it off the top of my head.
Well, they had a poll at the university, and Admiral Akbar won, but they wouldn't change it.
Yeah, they wouldn't go with them.
Yeah. That would have been sick.
Now it's the Black Bears. I think?
Something.
The Rebel Black Bears.
Something like that.
Them?
I mean, it was smart whatever they did with it. So.
No, it's a land shark.
Wait,
it's a land shark. It really is.
Wait.
It's Tony the land
shark. Hold on. Ole Miss, man. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
man,
dude, he's so cool.
Yeah, he's super cool, huh?
Bro, hold on. We gotta pull this up. Dude,
Why did they not go with this from the beginning? Like,
this is so much cooler.
At a loser in a war and been like, oh, let's go with him over
this
thing.
Look at this guy. This is
It's like a street shark.
That's exactly what this is. This is literally like if I was 8 and I made a football team mascot, but like not in a bad way.
It wouldn't be the Redskins.
Hell no.
No 8-year-old would be like, oh yeah, Redskin. No, they would be like, I don't know, a hornet shark.
Yeah. A shark a shark with arms and opposable thumbs, apex predator.
Wolverines, but not the mammal, just the one from X-Men.
It's actually Hugh Jackman at every game. Yeah. He's at and he fights he just kills every other mascot, so it's like this running thing.
Yeah, because that's how you think football is won.
Yeah, through the mascots.
You're like, oh, well, the bees will obviously sting the shit out of the dolphin.
Right, yeah, then you win.
So,
yeah. Jesus, look at this, dude.
Yep, that is cool.
That's actually sick as hell, man. I'm about it.
I like that they got him all buff, too.
Yeah, he's jacked. I honestly, for a second, thought that was his actual skin and not like a sleeve, but I wasn't paying attention.
So, Britney Spears is in the news a lot lately.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of conspiracy theories, and this one's pretty neat. I don't even know how much of a conspiracy theory it is, because I seem to believe it, but free Britney.
Yeah.
So, Britney Spears got a TikTok, which is, the app that all the kids are using, and between the TikTok and the Instagram, posting a lot of, like, odd content. It's all very like happy, but it seems almost like I don't know. It's just weird, right? We'll watch one in just a second.
Yeah.
And so fans, and this isn't just starting with fans. Actually, it's for some time the hardcore Britney Spears community has been saying like, "Hey, this girl's in trouble," right? So the idea is that Britney Spears has been in a conservatorship for about 12 years. Conservatorship means that, like, you don't control your finances, you don't control your life. You can even have, like, visitors limited legally by whoever your conservators are. Her conservators are her dad and her agent, her lawyer, something, right?
Which is crazy, man.
Now, this seems a little weird at first, but like Britney Spears is worth $60 million. So, her dad, who, as far as I know, grew up in a trailer park in Arkansas, allegedly. Like, it's no fucking short amount of cash.
Right.
And Britney Spears is also a lot of a bigger deal than I think that, like, a lot of people will think of today. First of all, she's older than I am. She's almost 40.
Is she really?
Yeah, dude. Wow. She's 38 years old. So that means that... and she's been an incredible superstar.
The whole time.
Yeah. Baby One More Time came out in 1999.
Jesus, dude. That's 21 years.
And before that, like, she was on the Mickey Mouse Club and we'll talk about the Mickey Mouse Club one day and potential links to Epstein.
Of
Uh,
course.
but she has like Mariah Carey numbers whenever
Yeah,
it comes to like
internationally for
Billboard
sure.
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this conspiracy theory that she is mentally capable to handle her own affairs, yet locked legally into this shady conservatorship deal, has gained attention from like Paris Hilton and Rose McGowan,
Right.
all who have commented on these videos. So it started when she started. Pull that video up. It
Yeah, yeah,
started
yeah.
whenever she started. Posting video, and like this is just like the first one that I found to
Right.
post, but a lot of videos like this, so go ahead and play it. And there's like music on it, I think.
Yeah. That's fine.
Uh,
It's just
so they're like just like weird loop dancing and looking at the camera, and then there's another one where she just like walks back and forth by the
yeah.
camera
I'm
like
gonna see if I can.
5 times or something.
Go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can find the one with the flowers.
Yeah, that's a good
flower
one. That's a good
video.
one. Maybe try searching TikTok.
Yeah, there it is. Here it is. All right. So, oh yeah, I am using an ad blocker. No, I'm not gonna. Okay. Well, we'll just go to this one. Just kidding. Everybody wants me to turn off my ad blocker. Fine. Fine. You know what? Fine. Fine. We'll turn off our ad blocker just for
whitelisted
you.
For Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
It's Daily Mail.
Yeah. Right. All right. Cool. So yeah, this is the. If it'll load up. It's okay. We have to watch an ad for whatever this is. But anyway, so while this is going on, it's like unnerving. This you'll see when you see the video. She's like, it's almost she's in a trance, right? It's kind of weird, and like she's really weird. Yeah. Well, and I don't think she's like necessarily in a trance. It's just she's like robotic in it. It's I don't know. We'll see. Look at this. So like, there's no audio on this right now because it's probably copyright. But like, look at this. So she's gonna walk back and forth here, but this is like live happening. She's not like clipping clips together. She just does this for like a good 40 seconds.
Hey, you can see the shadow turn.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she like. It's like a model going down a runway, right? But it's so strange, dude.
So where it gets a little bit more interesting is fans started posting like, "Hey, if you need help, if something's wrong, you know, do this in your next video." So here, I just sent you another link.
Nope. Maybe. Oh, link's dead. That's weird.
Oh, that is very
Strange.
strange.
Anyway. Yeah, so like I know that with the flower one, you were talking about like signals and stuff. They said something about like wear a yellow shirt or show up with
Yeah, that's what I was about
flowers
to
or
post, yeah.
yeah, and like essentially that last video we watched, she did that, but like it's super weird. The fact that she's in a conservatorship and she's almost 40, so I'm assuming it has to do with like her mental break in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, she had a mental break, which, you know, if you were living in that kind of environment
Sure.
from the time you were like 7 on, and then suddenly worth millions of dollars, I can see why, right? Uh, and they essentially leveraged her children
Right.
to get the conservatorship. The whole thing's really ugly. So lucky for us, somebody started a petition.
There we go.
And this petition it's through the White House petition site. So, like, if you get X amount of signatures on this, what's his face is supposed to respond to it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get a response from Trump about Britney Spears, which would really
Holy
wrap up
shit.
2020
Oh my god.
nicely. We could possibly be seeing that in the future. So I will keep you posted.
Yeah,
on,
no, absolutely.
Britney Gate. Yeah.
Old Britney Gate, dude. Yeah, that would be absolutely hilarious if, like, to close out the year, Donald Trump has a press conference on Britney Spears conspiracy theory. But like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Not with the way the year's going, you know.
It's not any further than QAnon, right?
Oh, yeah.
He he comments on that occasionally.
right? Wishes homegirl well in his press conferences. That was hilarious, dude. That was one of the funniest things. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't spoken to her, but I wish her well. And you're like, what? Excuse me?
I hope you do all right in prison.
Yeah.
Freak Lane.
Yeah, right? Jesus. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's a little...
So, speaking of, I think it's been, kind of all over the Twitchosphere and such that, like a lot of big streamers being Me Too'd.
Sure.
There's been a lot of allegations against others, rumors about that's why other streamers aren't on the site, that sort of stuff.
Right.
So it's a very specific cultural time that we're in right now. So you would think that a video game company would be somewhat cognizant of that,
right,
before releasing trailers for new content that was a little too on the nose for a lot of people, right? So I'm going to send you this link. This is a trailer for a new game that's coming out called Gamer Girl.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Peggy 18. I don't know what you think about this. Now we got to get some audio on this.
Right? Yeah, it's running. All right.
Hey everybody. Okay, cool. Water time, break time. All that junk has been taken out my stream. Oh, come on. No. Moderator, what do I do? Like, do I answer
the fuck?
We should go for a drink after.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah?
I know. What do you guys think? You got that, guys? No. No.
Abby, you're streaming again?
What's it to you? Just gonna make sure he's okay.
Okay, so points for the soundtrack because that was sick. I really love that, like the synthwave stuff. Super obviously, like you see my camera here. I'm super into like the vapor synthwave stuff, but like this is a lot like that boyfriend simulator one or whatever. Do you remember that one where you play as like it's like a it was huge on Twitch for a while where it's this guy.
It's like a pickup artist.
Yeah, right? I think it's the same concept, but like I know a lot of people are calling this the simp simulator, right? Because like you're supposed to be like this or like the incel simulator is what a lot of people were calling it, because you're like this moderator controlling like with this girl's life and like giving her relationship advice and stuff. And but like did this get canceled or something? Like I remember,
I don't know, the trailer got pulled from their YouTube channel,
right?
So it might have been. It at least, I think, the next time we hear from this game, it will have a slightly different tone to it, or a little bit more, because it faced a lot of backlash right off the bat, right? There's a couple of weird things about it. The first being that like it's called an FMV game.
Right.
I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's like where it's videos of people.
Something, yeah, it's like
why are we doing that again? I thought we left that behind in like Windows XP.
Yeah, like the 90s VHS games. Like
Blair Witch Project.
Right, like choose your own adventure thing. Shakycam.game. I don't know. So like, because the other one did extremely well, but I think people misunderstood why the other one did well. It did well because it was garbage and it was entertaining to watch other people play it. This game, this game legit looks like a YouTube original series. right?
I'm surprised that it isn't Newgrounds producing.
I'm saying, dude, I would love if Newgrounds would do something again, like something, because like I love Newgrounds content being, you know, early internet era as far as memes
Oh,
are
yeah.
concerned. Like they essentially, the Badger song essentially developed modern memes, like, or was like one of the core like founders for modern memes. The Badger song, the Ultimate Showdown, all those like animated videos, and like this is so strange, dude. And it's funny because like this legit looks like the quality of the camera and then like the acting look like a YouTube original series made by like somebody in their house, or like, yeah, like I don't know, dude.
So let's look at a little bit of the feedback that happened. Just sent you a link.
Right. All right, so
This is just kind of one of the bigger like tweets that I saw in response. This is pretty good because this is even though like the game's weird, right? It
Right,
was
absolutely.
poor timing. It's a little too on the nose, and it just also doesn't look like a good game. It
not
only
at
got this
all,
much-
dude.
Like this trailer would have gone completely unnoticed 5 years ago in
Sure.
the giant realm of shitty computer games that are released every 5 minutes, right?
Right.
So one thing is that it appears that in the trailer, it appears that you are a moderator who's attempting to keep like the goal of the game is to not get fired and keep her safe. Maybe
Right.
I'm not. Obviously, there's probably some choices that you can make wrong early on, but those are classically felt as like video game wrong choices.
Right.
Sure, you can make them, but also you're attempting to win, which would be keeping this person safe and making them a lot of money.
Right.
And this person is acting as if you can be the stalker. This person's acting as if you could be the stalker. So this game is going to give psychopaths the ability to harm this girl. Nah, you're going to enable this behavior, and it's going to make them thirst for more and eventually want to make it real instead of virtual. No. There are sick people out there. Yes, there are sick people out there. This is the exact same argument that was made against Twisted Sister and Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty.
All of
and
them, man.
else. Like,
Everything.
We don't need more of Tipper Gore's bullshit either.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much.
So it's been a pretty interesting to watch Twitter explode over this. I don't really know how this is going to now. What if they made this game? Have you ever played Prison Architect?
Yes. Yeah.
So like in Prison Architect, you like build the prison and manage it and like put in the different things for the prisoners. But then they also have a fun mode that is the escape mode, where you are a prisoner and you're attempting to escape the prison that is built. Right, so like you can build your own prison and live in it. Right, kind of like being in America.
Yeah, same thing.
You what if there was like an escape mode for this where you were actually one of the commenters on her stream,
right,
and could simp over her?
That would be so. You could do that right now though. Pokimane, I think's live like right now. If you guys want to go
Don't
do that.
If you watch the stream and you
No,
do that,
don't do
then
that.
fuck yourself.
Please, yeah, don't do that at all. No, I think that like it's this game's awful. Like it's just a shitty game, and I don't know. Are these the guys who they made something else? So like they make interactive movies apparently. Oh, okay, here we go. So I've seen, these are all terrible. I've seen Don't Knock Twice, the movie. Every one of these games is garbage. Like this is their catalog.
Okay, hang on. Let me just pull up the stream instead of.
Yeah, you're good. They're all like these.
Played any of those?
It's kind of like God, what is the name of that game? It was the horror game on PS4 where it was like a decision making game. It was a really good game. Like it got really good reviews.
PS4?
It was
Spyro 2.
yeah, Spyro. No, it was Spyro Year of the Dragon. So
No, I don't know.
yeah, so
decision making game.
like they're they're a very cornered market, right? Except for the Coffin Dodger thing. I think that's like a racing game, which is kind of weird. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that in the trailer they were playing Coffin Dodgers. Like in that like scene where she's like streaming with her friend.
Yeah.
They're
She's
just
playing one
right,
of her
yeah.
shitty
So this is actually
games
just
from
all
this company.
this is all an advertising ploy for Coffin Dodgers 2. No. It's just I don't understand like
Coffin Dodgers 2 coming 2021.
yeah, it's great. And then like Time Carnage is something with the Velociraptors, but I don't understand the like I get the level of backlash when people are talking about how it's unsafe and all this stuff and how they're going to mimic it in real life, but I'm like on the same side of the coin you're talking about like GTA. People like I think there's like 2 people ever that have claimed GTA is the reason they did something, and they both got like insanity pleas and were put in mental hospitals because they weren't mentally unstable. Like if somebody's going to do this, I don't think a video game like this is going to make them do this.
It's gonna be the thing that pushes them
Yeah,
to
it's like it's
to
the straw
belong
broke the
to-
back, man.
to
Like
in real life simping.
yeah, this is what pushes them over the edge to real life simping and then wind up going crazy and in-selling them. They pull it. I don't know, man. I think that they just made a really shitty game and then they got a bunch of backlash and pulled it just for the like social aspect of it so that they could make other shitty games in the future and still make money.
Let's be real though. This game's gonna go to Steam and it's gonna be on the top sellers chart.
Oh, I hope so. That's gonna be so funny, and people are gonna stream it. Absolutely, people are gonna stream the shit out of it. I guarantee you, XQC, Soda Poppin'. Well, maybe not Soda Poppin'. He got banned, but XQC and like some of the other big names, like maybe Summit, will play it. But
It's
like,
pretty meta to watch a stream of a game of streaming, right?
yeah, you watch you're watching somebody stream themselves play a game where they mod a stream.
Yeah.
Like that's actually just gonna. This is actually just gonna branch off and develop its own subcategory on Twitch, where moderators stream themselves moderating other people's streams. We're gonna enter a new
Get in
age.
on that, man.
Yeah, man.
Get on that for your stream.
Yeah, that's how you. That's how we do it. Double publicity, right? I don't know, dude. It's just them like banning people and like commentating on the stream as the streamer streams.
I like it.
It's super meta. Yeah, I've never even heard of Whales Interactive. Like
I haven't either.
their
But-
logo is something. This looks very early 90s.
So a lot of people are very angry right now,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm in general a fan of people being angry.
Oh, it's the best content.
And I thought that we would kind of wrap up today by showing you this video.
Oh.
And this is probably the angriest guy. And while I'm a big fan of people being angry, I'm probably not so much a fan of making yourself look like so much of a clown while you do it, right? So yeah, I just sent you the link.
Yeah, what is
Make sure
this
the
guy?
volume's on for this.
Yeah.
Good morning. I know that right now Donald Trump is rounding up these bad actors with the Department of Homeland Security.
Pause
I
it real
also
quick.
know
Can we talk about
So,
that spliff? Like what?
Can we talk about how this guy's neck is as skinny as his joint?
Right?
This is
Right?
nuts.
Why is he shirtless in the woods smoking a joint? What is happening? What is the preface of the video?
This joint is so skinny. It looks like he is smoking a lollipop.
It's literally just a stem wrapped. Like, it's
You can tell that this man hadn't slept in 4 days because he was that mad about
yeah.
Tony the Tiger getting taken off of cereal boxes when he rolled this joint.
This guy.
He rolled this joint with a fucking metal press.
That's
All right, we
like
keep going.
Jesus.
that a very large shipment of weapons came in for these people. The same people that have been shipping them bricks and bats, apparently have made a very large shipment of weapons.
He's trying to be so cool.
So, I would like to let all you Antifa people, bad actors,
That man
whatever it
is
is,
straight up
let you know
smoking.
I
a
understand
tenth of a
that you're
gram
receiving
joint.
training. I understand that you're backed by, whatever, billionaires, China, doesn't matter. I have been waiting a very long time for a reason to do things. And I know
Pause it.
come November,
Like, the dramatic effect is just so cringy. I've been waiting for a very long time. A very long time. I'm just like, dude, he's trying so, like, he's trying to be cool or like tough, but he just looks manic. Like, he's like, I can't wait to shoot a civilian. Let's go. Like,
So first of all, who else is in the woods that you keep looking for? Or is this not actually in the woods and you're just like behind a Denny's off of Route 37?
it's like his
You're like,
office
hang
building.
on, honey. I know. I gotta go record this video real quick. Hold my shirt.
Is this Oregon? Like, he sounds like he's from the West. Like, he has no accent, right? But like, so let's talk about the polarizing side of this, right? Because he's like talking about having a reason to do stuff while smoking weed, and I'm like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you would never see somebody smoking a busted ass joint talking about like killing people on camera with like, I want to.
I thought weed was supposed to calm people down.
I'm saying it's not weed. It's actually just PCP. That's why it's so thin. You don't need a lot of it.
He's just got a little tiny like, slam full of fucking dust.
It's just
I love it.
he's just
I love
getting blasted. All right, let's. What is he gonna say? God damn, what is this?
you're going to give it to me.
Oh,
So I just want you to know you don't have any training. You don't have any skills.
oh,
You have no idea what the fuck is coming for you. Because I am the wrath of fucking God. And all my fucking friends are going to slaughter you. So, come November, please,
Pause it.
please come out and
like. What-
You know this dude doesn't have any
Like,
friends.
yeah, first of all, you have no friends. He probably owns like, this is the type of dude to own. He probably has like a shield carry, like a little compact pistol, maybe a full size like 45 and like an AR. And he like he was probably like in the army or like maybe even a Marine. But like, he's like, there's no way this dude was like combat. Like, there's like, look at his face, dude. Like,
What do you think he does for a living?
oh, he's definitely an investment banker.
Yeah.
Like he's
I was thinking
or a
something
mailman.
like a day manager at a car wash, and all of it is every like fucking minimum wage, just phoning it the fucking guy who's just doing it because he's got to feed himself.
right.
It's just like, God damn it, Daryl, do not start with your shit today, man. I am just trying to detail some cars and get the fuck home.
Holy shit. Yeah, no,
He's like, you have no idea. I am the wrath of God. If you do not wipe down. Yeah.
he's just like he's like every McDonald's manager in the Midwest, and it's like this woman who runs it like it's the Marines. Right? So they come in and she's like, "You're 36 seconds late for your shift. No lunch break for you." Or like, oh my god, dude! Like,
Toxic small business culture
it's
always
awful.
either goes one of two ways. They either like try to mimic the military thing,
Right.
or they pull the like we're all a family here.
Oh, it's the
bullshit
worst.
Until you need a day off because your wife's having a baby or some
right?
shit.
It's
like
like, oh
that,
no,
right?
we're not
Like,
that kind of family.
Toxic small business is always one of those two models, and like I don't think that they realize that everybody sees through it.
Right. I think that. So I've worked in plenty of those. I know you have as well. And it's like, I would rather somebody just be a dick to me at work and like,
Yeah, just be an asshole.
just be an asshole. Like, all right, cool. Just be a shitty boss and like, at least just let me work. And like, if I mess something
Yeah.
up, be an asshole about it instead of, we're all family here. I'm like, no, we're not. The only reason I'm here is because you're
fuck, we're
paying
not.
me.
Yeah.
Like,
If we're all family here, then how come there is a rule in the rule book that says we cannot fraternize
right,
with our fellow coworkers
right. We're like,
at a Dollar General in Alabama? If we're all family here, we should be able to bang.
I'm saying at work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a back room. What's up? No, it's all right. Hold on. Let's finish this. I want to see.
All right, yeah, let's get to
we'll
his
see
point
who has
here.
the
He's
better
got a point
training.
coming, I'm sure.
We'll see who's fucking tougher. I can't fucking wait.
Dude, he is absolutely on PCP. This dude that joint is so heavily laced with cocaine and PCP, he's probably died 30 seconds after the video.
Big enough to be laced with anything.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure that it's not just paper rolled up.
Right?
I'm not even sure if he has it lit.
Yeah. There's smoke coming off of it.
The reason why
but...
he's only mildly buff is because he has to get a workout every time he tries to pull a drag. It's got to be like a full body experience, like DDT yoga.
This is the kind of guy that shows up at my gym and is like, yeah, I have a black belt in Jeet Kune Do, and then gets the shit kicked out of him by our 85-pound blue belt female. Like, this is the kind of guy that he was a hall monitor in high school. Like, not even in like middle school, like high school. This dude was like narking on the other kids, man.
Yeah. Ugh.
I like how it's called Clown File Episode 0.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I was gonna say
I uploaded this for the show. Yeah. I'm calling it the Clown Files.
Shit. No, this is
I'm
dude.
gonna show you a new one every week.
I don't understand how people's mindset gets here. Like, do you think you're cool when you do this? Like,
Oh, it's Patriot shit, right?
yeah,
It's,
that makes sense.
It's idea of defending your tribe and then not realizing that like you don't have a tribe, bud. Nobody likes you.
And that like the government doesn't care. Do you pay your taxes? All right, cool. Thanks for the money.
Right.
Like, I don't. The fact that he's standing shirtless in the woods was my favorite part when it started. And then he starts smoking this like stick, and I'm like,
Do you think he's also pantless?
I hope he's completely naked.
I like to think that he's in a pair of tidy whities.
Yeah,
and white calf high socks.
Yeah, but the tidy whities aren't white anymore. They're like off white. They're like kind of brown, like almost like yellow because they're so
dirty,
old.
Like they're a clean pair.
They're just
but
old.
Just really old.
They got holes all in
I
them,
like
and
that. I like that.
yeah. And he's wearing like
Or what if he's just like wearing a tutu and it's just performance art?
Yeah.
There's another video a little bit further behind him where he's in a tutu and
Right.
somebody's holding the first video, you know?
That's
and
what I
they
like to hear.
released that one 2 weeks later to make us all look like assholes.
I don't understand his mindset here. Like, what the fuck? Let's threaten all these people with violence that I've never met and that I've never had to. I want to know his background, dude, because like he could be one of two things.
In a week it'll be out. It'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, y'all saw this video? This is, Mark Schmitz from, Eugene, Oregon. Mark works as a doorman at H&R Block. Some shit like that.
Or he's talking about all this. He's a security guard at the local mall.
Yeah.
He drives a little car around and he's not allowed to carry a gun, but he has his notepad and his roll of quarters to call the cops. It's honestly, it's just sad. Like, why?
This is the world we live in, man.
I know,
Everybody's in a tribe.
It's ridiculous, man. Like, having that mindset is just absurd. Like, I really wish that people like this actually got into a fight, or like, so I always circle back to jiu-jitsu every time I talk about anything because it's the cornerstone of what I do. And it kind of comes into play a lot of places. You don't meet people like this that train combat sports like that a lot of the time. There's a few,
you
obviously.
Have a humbling experience.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Like, people like this have never had a humbling experience in their life. People in jiu-jitsu gyms, I imagine. I mean, I obviously don't train jiu-jitsu.
Right.
I'm too big for it. But,
No, you got it.
If you, if you're in a jiu-jitsu gym, you probably have had a humbling experience or two.
Oh, absolutely. My first day, there's this guy, he was like 30 pounds lighter than me, and he tapped me 14 times, I think, in 5 minutes or something like that. Like, it was ridiculous. If you show up with an ego, you're not going to last. Those are the guys that quit. But like, everyone should have some sort of experience with like a combat sport or like some sort of self-defense, because you realize everybody thinks they know how to fight until they have to fight. Right? Everybody's like, oh, I'll just beat his ass. I was like, okay, then,
I don't know. I'm
like,
the king of getting my ass kicked.
right? I'm a professional at getting my shit rocked.
Getting at like dislocating a knee 3 minutes into a bar fight.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, I'm the king of losing fights, and it's great because like it's the other part of the humbling experience is you realize you're not made of glass, right?
Yeah, so people think there's two sides of the coin, right? The first side is everybody thinks they're tougher than they are, and then everyone else thinks that they are like will get annihilated in, like after a single punch, right? And there's a median ground. People are resilient. You're tough as shit, dude. There's like people cutting their own arms
hear
off to
that?
escape.
3
And
viewers, you're tough as shit.
yeah, you're all tough as shit. You can do it. I believe in you. You're all able. No, this guy's. I just want to see. Hold on. There's one part where he makes this face. Why does he look around so much?
We could like freeze and clip the face. It would be it's about halfway in, I think, where he starts getting the real
hold on.
faces.
Look at that.
We live in
Look
a
at this.
society. Oh,
Look at this.
Go ahead and screenshot that one right there.
That's so good, man. I can zoom on it. Hold on.
Is it actually lit?
Oh, I can't zoom on it. Yeah, it's lit. But like, come on, man. Who rolled
I
that?
bet that man sucks a mean dick.
I mean, if you guys smoke that, I mean, you just...
I would like to let.
Oh, there he is. Oh, hold on.
So, I would like to let.
Ugh, look at
Yeah, that's a dude that hadn't been laid in a while.
I don't...
I love it.
He's so angry, man.
He's so much more mad than I am.
He's so pissed about everything. Like, I'm mad about stuff, like, racial inequality and pay wage gaps and I can't afford insurance and shit like that, right? But, like, he's mad because, like, he's just an angry person. Like,
Yeah.
just hateful.
Yeah, dude's just pissed off, man. He's bought into the idea that they're billionaires funding mad folks and shipping them bricks when in reality they just are mad because things suck.
Right? It's misplaced
That's why we're
aggression.
doing this show.
Yeah.
'cause things suck and we have nothing better to do that doesn't seem like fun. So we'll be doing it again.
Yeah, no, well, it's super good. I like just rambling about stuff's great, man. It's super cool. I think that people like this just need some friends. And like
Yeah, man.
like I don't hate this guy. Like he's kind of an asshole, right? But
I kind of hate him.
that's fair.
Not gonna lie.
If I looked at him like this, I want to hit him for sure. Like he's got that face, right? But like I don't know him. I mean, he's probably like a horrible person, to be completely honest with you, just based off of the video itself. Like, first of all, you're shirtless in the woods smoking a spliff. Like, that's not a good way to start. I don't care what you're preaching. Like, that's
I'm from the South, and you don't go shirtless in the woods because of like mosquitoes
Yeah.
and ticks and shit, right?
Step on a yellow jacket
goddamn
nest,
shirt, dude. Come
right?
on.
I don't know. He's definitely Pacific Northwest. Like, just based on the fact that he's shirtless in the middle of the woods and he's not covered in mosquito bites and there's like, there's no squirrel trying to kill him or whatever. But I just don't understand the mindset for these people. Like, did he think this was cool? Look at this.
He thought it was real cool. He showed it to like everybody at work, and they were like, "God damn it, David! I'm just trying to clean these fucking cars and go home. Could you please go make sure that everything's stocked in the back so we can finish?"
Like,
Ooh,
like these I'm just like skipping 5 seconds at a time. Like, okay, so hold on. So
these are all of his good headshots.
that's actually what this is. This is another one of those Britney style videos where they were like,
Yeah.
roll the shittiest spliff you possibly can and smoke it on camera if there's a cry for help.
I wish that I had tumbled across his actual YouTube so I could have left him a video that was like, "Wear a shirt next time if you're in trouble.
Yeah. Like,
who have come to are going.
If you need help,
like
do different drugs next video." And like
Jesus.
next video he shows up.
he's got a crack pipe. Like,
Yeah, he's got a fucking meth pipe, and he's wearing a shirt in the woods.
Jesus. Oh, speaking of meth pipes, there was something. So I went to it is on the topic of people doing drugs outside, I guess. I was in New York, right? And I was in Manhattan. I went there for a week in January to go to the headquarters of my jiu-jitsu school with my buddies. And it was a really cool experience because I'd never been to the city. But we're walking around in Chelsea. Chelsea? It's Manhattan? Yeah. So we're in like a really nice neighborhood, right? So we're walking down the street and this kid's like walking towards us. And there's cars obviously parked on the side of the street. And he walks up to this door of this car. It's like some Hyundai or whatever. And he like pulls on the door handle and it doesn't open. And then he like looks down and like taps his pockets like he's looking for his keys. And then he just walks away. Like he just keeps going, like walks past us, like looks at us and just keeps walking. And I'm like, do you just like try to break into cars like all the time? Like, why? That was so nonchalant, right? So he does that. this is just a preface. We turn the corner, right? And this is a main street. We're not even on like a surface street. We're on like 22nd, I think. And he's we're like right next to a bodega. There's like a Target across the street. There's people everywhere. And he's just smoking meth. Like right there on the stoop of some house. Him and his buddy are chilling, and like we walking by, and he turns to like as he's looking at us, and he's just like this, just burning it. And I'm like,
Dude lost his keys, man. He's having a bad day.
I'm saying this dude's just smoking meth in the middle of the city. And I'm just like, I like looked at him, and we keep walking, and I look at my buddy who's sober, and he's like, yeah, that was a meth pipe, and I'm like, oh, okay, good, it wasn't just me. Like, what the kind of balls you have to just smoke meth on the middle of the sidewalk in Chelsea? Like, that's
Nice neighborhood. Yeah.
it's a really nice area, dude. We're like, there's like Land
It's like
Rovers
smoking
and
meth in a Target.
yeah. Well, so I think with Target, you're probably more regulated to like white lady drugs like cocaine, right?
Pills.
Yeah, everybody's just doing oxy. There's like, it's like when you go to the mental hospitals
Wine in
and
the
they're
middle of the day.
yeah, they're at the hospital. They give the little paper cups like take your medicine, but everybody just gets oxy when you walk in the door.
At Target.
Yeah, that's why everyone's so happy at Target.
I'd actually go shopping if you're just ordering everything online.
Yeah, let me get. You have to pay $50 to get in the door, and it's like you get a few. Yeah, you get like a little personal bottle of wine and 2 oxy, and you're like, all right, cool, have fun. Go look at some lampshades.
All right. Well, I
Jesus
think
Christ.
that does it for this week. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. This guy's very angry. He's very upset, but you know, hopefully,
Free Britney.
Free Britney. Football team,
The football team.
the Washington football team. It was good. This was enjoyable. I don't even know. Like, culture is so weird right now, man. The world is in such a weird place. We haven't left our house in weeks, and like people aren't working, and then there's some people are working, and some states are closed, and some states are open, and people are mad about wearing masks. It's people just are angry.
And we'll get into all of it.
Yeah, we'll take it down, but yeah,
We're gonna talk about a lot of this.
for sure. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
Absolutely.
Oh boy, this guy. I wonder how tall this guy is.
Oh, dude, he's 5'4".
At least. I like to also think that like from the chest down, he looks awful. Like he's in a horrible shape. Like his shoulders, he's like, he look pretty good here, and then it's just like it just balloons immediately.
He's only been doing shrugs ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like he can't squat his body weight, but he can shoulder shrug like 450 pounds. Jesus Christ. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'd like to thank our sponsors if we had any.
Yeah, our sponsors.
Somebody sponsor us, please.
Yeah,
Please.
I'll get a new green screen.
You're
One
great.
that
You
has
have a
the
nice.
moving-
You have a nice green screen, man. It's a nice green screen. It's not on, but it's nice. It's
on. Look, it's on the rack right now. Look, you can see it.
It's
on.
active. The green screen's active, man. It's fine. It's good. We're good to go.
Uh,
All right. Anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap that up. We'll be back. We're doing this pretty much every Saturday, I think, for at least an hour. Just a little podcast or talk show thing going on. We'll reference some stuff. If you guys have any,
won't reference anything.
yeah, there are no
There's no
references.
references.
It's just we just talk about bullshit, you know. It's like 2 dudes at a bar, right? Yeah, feel free to shoot some suggestions, whatever you guys think, in the comments for YouTube. This is going up. Anybody wants to talk about anything specific, drop some comments in the YouTube. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out. I'm Biggie. That was fun.
I'm Gene.
This is good. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Later, y'all.
See ya.